Hey, this old Johnson horizontal saw I have here is complete, and it's on the restoration list, but it actually works. Got the original single phase motor on it, and have the rear cover, and I just kind of oiled it up, and I'm gonna make a little cut with it. It's got a hydraulic down feed here. And I just thought I'd show this off, just what a good little saw these are. I'm gonna quit neglecting it. Just slide that stock out a little bit there. And I needed some 3/4 inch wide shims for lathe tools. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Let's push it in. I'm going to hook it on anything. There we go. Over here and tighten that wheel. And start it up. Make sure we're not interfering here. This got those adjustable arms. Kind of a strange construction. It's got these cast iron sides with kind of an angle iron welded construction inside. Got a pinion right here. I'll be sure to keep all that stuff oiled, but it's actually pretty quiet, isn't it? So we're going to cut through this. I would expect this saw was sometime in the 50s, early 50s, I think, but I'm not sure. There's Johnson there. Johnson Mose. Let me get this on. I just been giving a little shot of oil. Normally I have water-soluble oil in this thing. I'm just giving it a shot of oil. I have to fix it's got a shot-filled coolant tank that somebody did at one time here in this tray. And it's leaking, so I got to fix that, take it all apart. But it's nice that it's got the built-in coolant. I'm going to give that another little shot of oil here. Yeah, but this is your Johnson okay. Bad saw in action. Making usable parts in its old age. You know, this is going to be nice when it's all looking good. Get all this equipment looking good. What a functional shop. Not the best equipment in the world, but just functional stuff like this saw. And that's it. Automatically shuts off by pushing the lever down. Okay. Now on these Monarch 10EE lathes, if you don't want to damage them, the worst thing that people do with these tailstocks is they grab the hand wheel and move it by the hand wheel and push it back and pull it. And what happens is it causes wear, and it causes the tailstock to nose down and point towards the rear. It'll end up pointing down and back that way by dragging it back and forth with the hand wheel. Now the best way to move it, if you have one of these, you will find that your hand fits perfectly underneath here. You can put a couple fingers under here and lift it and move it back and forth without damaging the machine. What a concept. Yeah, that's one of the things that happens on the tailstock on a Monarch 10EE is it just getting dragged back and forth. And this setup here with bearings and stuff, and its precision, and it's not designed to be pushed back and forth. You know, it's designed to be used like this. See, isn't that slick? Look, the metric dial turns reverse. It's pretty slick, and you can set it anywhere. Reads inches and metric, but you want to treat these right, you know. Lift it up and move it if you want it to stay precise. Now, I'm going to go over and have a look at the Axelson. Well, we find that the Axelson tailstock is a little bit different. But I'll tell you what, okay, if you have the thing locked down and you're drilling with it, and we'll unlock it. I didn't have it very tight. And that one kind of snug. And then you try to move it, it sticks pretty good. See, it really sticks. So I find that I have to get behind it and push it. Oh, this one's still tight. A little bit. Let's try it now. But once you get it broke loose, see? And the shaft on this 2-speed is a little bit small, so it's not good to drag this one by the wheel either. And they had an optional bed crank on this model, and it wasn't ordered with it. So I have to get behind here and actually push this thing back and forth. But the one thing it has is just a whole bunch of travel on the quill. Really cool. And you know, the model just after that, they actually graduated the quill so you could see how much it's extended. There's no graduations on this thing. It goes out about 9 or 10 inches. So there's some differences. But once you get this thing oiled up good, it moves pretty good. There we go. It's got an oil reservoir and all these oilers. But the real problem is when you lock it down and squeezes the oil out, then the thing's like rung to the lathe, and you have to you really got to break it loose. But I thought it might be interesting to point out the difference between the tailstock on a Monarch 10EE and the tailstock on an Axelson. I've been looking at old lathes and stuff, you know, for sale on eBay and HCR and stuff, and there's a lot of pretty interesting machines out there. It looks pretty cheap to me, and I guess the only real kicker is shipping, and then tooling the darn things. You know, it costs me just about as much to tool this lathe up with chucks and things as the price of the lathe. It's about $3,200 and about $3,000 to tool it up. Searched all over for the best bargains I could get. Maybe I overdid it, you know, didn't need all the stuff I have, but I tell you what, it's sure nice. I mean, doing a few small jobs, this and that and stuff that I need to get done, and it's just a great machine. I'm gaining a lot of confidence in this machine too. I looked over YouTube at other Axelsons, and there's a lot of them a lot more noisy than this. I tried, some of them are just downright awful. And I think this one was at first, but it's getting more tolerable, or it's blasting the rest of my hearing out. But these old machines are really great, and if I didn't get this one and I was shopping for one, there's some pretty cool machines out there. You know, there's some American pacemakers, and there was a Pratt and Whitney Model C that went really cheap at HGR. It was had 48-inch centers, and I don't know, 15, 16-inch swing. And I don't know, I see quite a few kind of nice machines. And I don't know. I don't know if they will, it seems to me like there's going to be an end to it, you know, where there's not going to be the availability of these older machines. You know, I think for quite some time, there'll be newer machines. But these older ones, I don't know. I think they're going to find homes. They're going to get scrapped or something. I don't know, but I got a lot of confidence in this machine, and I don't feel real bad about selling that inch metric Monarch 10EE, because it's kind of important to have a lathe that's working. So I can go ahead and sell that and fix up the old one I've got, and I'm just going to rely on this machine for basic stuff I need to do, and I've got an awful lot to do. And I'll show you a bunch of that later. But, you know, the past day or so, I've kind of taken some time off and just kind of took it easy, because I tell you what, I kind of put in a hard week last week doing everything I had to do. So it's been nice to kind of take a little time off and walk Chloe around the parks here. Okay, well, I hope you have a great Sunday. And remember how to move the tailstock on that Monarch 10EE. Oh, then HGR has a 1000 EE. I saw on their site this morning. So, oh man, if you want an electrical challenge, get a 1000 Monarch EE, and you have not 2 but 6 big thyroton vacuum tubes, and probably a whole bunch of others too. Okay, well, I will, I've just got a bunch of little things to do, and if I see something interesting, I'll turn on the camera. I'm sure glad you like following along, and I'm kind of benefiting because I'm getting this stuff fixed up. And so after I get it all fixed up, I'll have more like other projects, you know, which will be fun too. Okay, well, I'm going to load this up and quit rambling, and you guys get out in your shop and do something, and get off them stinking forums. Actually do some machining, okay?